All right. So take a seat. Maybe you'd like to prop yourself with your cushion, sit it underneath your sit bones. And you can just bring your legs to a nice cross-legged position here, or maybe you'd like to kind of straddle something and it will feel more comfortable for you there. Or maybe you just want to sit straight down onto your bottom, and that's totally okay. Do whatever works nicely for you. So today's practice is going to go for around 60-75 minutes, so we'll just see what happens. And if it does go over 60 minutes, I'll have to stop and restart the live, so please just bear with me for those couple of minutes as we transition, and you'll just have to rejoin the live. But otherwise, as I said, today's practice is really just about moving your body, getting connected with your breath, and it's not about moving through any advanced postures or pushing yourself too far. I really want you to have a beautiful experience within your bodies this afternoon. I spent a lot of my day with my beautiful bookkeeper and friend Caroline and on the phone to the ATO, so my mind's like, as I'm sure lots of the rest of your minds are pretty wild at the moment. It's such an interesting time to just be existing in the world. So let's not think about any of that, and let's just be with ourselves and our breath here this afternoon. For a lot of you, I've never done a live on my own personal Instagram before, and it's really interesting because I know a lot of you follow me as old friends when I had a really different life, when I was in journalism and doing different things, and my transition, some of you have been a part of and know a lot about, and some of you who are still following my journey, you know, maybe just know from following me here. So if you're one of those that are kind of, you know, knew me in my past life and have come all the way here, I'm so grateful to still have you in my life and for you to still be interested in my life and what I'm doing. And I truly use this platform as a way to share what I'm learning as I walk through this life. And it's up and down, as is everybody's life experience. So I hope that what I share feels authentic and feels relatable and makes you feel like you're not alone in whatever you're working through in your life. So that's my spiel. So let's just come down, closing down through our eyes. Hands just resting softly on the knees or resting softly in your lap. And just let the breath fall out of the mouth. And as you inhale, I want you to draw up everything that hasn't served you today, everything that you don't need to take with you any further. And on your exhale breath, which can be audible out the mouth, you'll let everything go. So deep inhale. Part the lips, release the air. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears, the body to relax except for your straight spine, and continue 2 more breaths like that. One more inhale. Loud, audible exhale. And then slowly just return to more of a normal, comfortable breath for your body. For those of you that are my students and regular yogis, you might like to invite in an Ujjayi practice as you sit here in your meditative seat. For those of you wondering what an Ujjayi practice is, it's this inhale and exhale in and out of your nose. And it kind of sounds like you're fogging up a mirror, but your lips are closed. It's like, and then you're sucking the condensation back off. But in and out of the nose, but it kind of feels like those 2 sounds. let the stress just fall out of the body. Let the jaw relax, let the eyes be soft and not tightly shut, but the eyelids just soft over your face, over your eyes. Taking a few more breaths here, allowing yourself to drop out of your day and drop into your practice of yoga. And as you move through your practice, try and really focus on the breath. Notice the length of your inhales, the length of your exhales, and any time you drift away, come back to that. Taking your last breath here. Maybe with your eyes closed, or you can open them. You're going to come all the way over into a child's pose. So come off whatever you're sitting on. Just place it to the side. You're going to come towards the back of your mat with your legs. Bring your big toes together at the back. Knees go wide. Arms are forward. Your belly begins to soften in between your thighs, and your forehead begins to connect to the mat. Let your forearms be soft, your elbows, palms connected. And the chest is just melting down to the earth, bottom towards the heels. And staying here and finding that breath again. Feeling that pressure, that gentle pressure of the third eye, gently resting on the mat. And see if you can send your breath all the way into the back body, around where your kidneys sit. See if as you inhale, you can expand the back body. And as you exhale, can you release it? And take 2 more expansive breaths like that. Release the breath. 1 more expansive back body breath. Exhale, soften, dissolve into the mat. From here, we're going to walk our hands all the way over towards the right hand side. Your left fingertips are maybe going to try and stretch a little further forward than the right. And I want you to feel as if you're drawing your left sit bone back down towards your left heel. Your forehead can connect to the mat again if you're there. But keep crawling the left fingertips forward, even just a tiny bit, so you create this space in the left side body. And then now, rather than breathing into the back body, can you breathe into the left side body so your breath is lateral? Expand through your left rib cage. Slowly walk your hands back through center. Take a little hiatus in the middle. Reach yourself a little bit further forward. And then slowly begin to make your way all the way over towards the left hand side this time. Right fingertips reach a little further forward as that right sit bone continues to connect down towards the right heel so you're not lifting off. And rolling that right shoulder down as you crawl the fingertips forward, forehead's resting on the mat. Breathing laterally now into the right rib cage. Slowly release that breath and bring yourself back to center. Rest back into your child's pose, forehead to the ground. From From here, place some gentle pressure into the palms. I want you to slide yourself onto your belly. You're going to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Your palms are straight out in front of you, so you've made this right angle with your arm here. This is called our Sphinx pose. Your feet are connected to the ground, so imagine if I tried to come and pick your foot up, I wouldn't be able to lift it off the ground. It's super connected. I want you to activate your glutes by gently drawing your tailbone around towards your belly button. So my butt's up here, and then I'm drawing my tailbone through, so you're making a circular motion towards the front of your mat. So you're active through that back body, through the bottom half. And then you're peeling your chest forward as you're shining your heart through, as if you're trying to drag yourself along the ground, like you're legless. And then from here, you're going to begin to press your forearms down, lift your belly button, spread your shoulders, chin towards your chest. Inhale, open through the center of the chest like someone has a string and they're pulling you forward. Your gaze lifts just a little. And then as you exhale, press the earth away, lift the belly, chin to chest, keep engaging through those legs. Inhale, draw it open, pull the center of the chest forward, peel the shoulder heads open. And then exhale, lifting the belly, chin towards the chest, pressing the arms down, and then coming back, pulling the heart forward to the start of your Sphinx. You'll gently begin to press the hands down so your elbows lift off, and you're in your seal here. So if you feel crunching in the lower back, simply walk your hands a little bit further forward. Gaze is forward, you're not cranking the neck up. And then from here, you're just going to gently lower your elbows down all the way, head down to the ground, and then slide your fingers back wider than your mat so that your fingertips are in line with your nipples and your elbows are pointing up towards the sky. The feet position do not change. From here, you're going to begin to just press yourself a little off the ground as we make these rolling articulations through the spine. Melt yourself down on an exhale breath. Inhale, lift yourself up, squeezing the glutes, active legs. Imagine I'm picking your feet up, but I can't. Exhale, roll your body back down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift yourself up. Maybe your elbows begin to get a little bit straighter as your spine begins to move a little bit more freely, or maybe you're kind of still low, and that's totally okay. We'll take 2 more like this. You're on the finger pads, really grounding down through those fingers. And on your next one, you're going to come all the way up. Press the tops of the feet down. And then you're going to roll your right shoulder down towards the mat. As you inhale, peel your right shoulder up. As you exhale, your left shoulder connects to the ground or moves toward it. Inhale up. Exhale 1 more time each side, right shoulder down. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale last time, left shoulder. Feel that nice stretch through the shoulder head there, gentle twisting through that spine. And then slowly begin to lower the body down towards the ground. Slide the hands back beside the nipple line, but directly beside it. Elbows lock in. From here, come to your knees, suck your belly towards your spine, and come to more of a narrow child's pose. You have about a fist or 2 widths distance between your legs. Your bottom goes towards your heels. From here, begin to press into your hands as you ripple yourself up. I want you to spread your shoulders, just like we did in that Sphinx, but now you're in tabletop. From here, once your shoulders get over your wrists, you drop your belly, you lift your gaze, the center of your chest pulls forward again, and then press your bottom back towards your heels. Roll your forehead down towards the ground. Inhale, scoop up, spread those shoulders. Shoulders come over the wrist, drop the belly, tilt the bottom up. This is like a cow shape. Exhale, press back. Good, we'll do 1 more like that. Find your cow. Hold. Let that belly drop, let that chest shine forward. And then Anahata Asana, reach your hands forward, keep your bottom stacked over your knees, melt your heart down to the ground. Now, you might like to just rest your forehead down, you can rest your forearms down, or you might like to bring your chin forward and feel your heart dissolving down into the ground. Staying here for 3 breaths. You're not in a child's pose, your bottom is stacked on top of your knee. And then you take your last breath here. Place a little gentle pressure into your hands, begin to tuck your toes under. Slowly peel your knees off the ground as you find your first downward facing dog of your practice. So in our downward facing dog, what we want to make sure is that our distance between our hands and our feet is right. So let's just check that by shifting forward into our plank. If you have to move yourself to find a comfortable plank, I want you to stay there, then lift yourself back up and find your downward facing dog. Your feet want to be hip width distance. Your hands are shoulder width distance with your middle finger pointing forward. If you have super tight shoulders, please rotate your hands out so that your index finger points to the top corner of your mat or towel. Your knees can be generously bent here, they don't have to be straight. Knit the ribs in like you have a corset on and your gaze is between your feet. And you can pedal through the legs, do whatever feels really nice here in your downward facing. You've got 3 more breaths, find some movement. And then slowly you begin to feel the heels draw towards the earth. And then we're going to make a little walk to the top of our mat. When we arrive at the top, the feet are hip width distance and we fold the body over the thighs. Again, bend your knees so that your belly can connect to your thighs and just allow your head to relax. From here, take a ragdoll with the arms and gently just begin to sway side to side. So here we're looking for decompression in the spine. We'll eventually move towards opening up through our hamstrings, but just stay swaying side to side there for a moment. And then slowly you'll begin to release the hands from that bind. Maybe you can connect your hands to the ground because your knees are bent enough for your hands to get there. If not, you can bring your hands just resting onto your shins. But I want you to begin to straighten out through your right leg, bend your left knee, your head still hanging heavy, and then swap it over. So I want you to feel it's in the outer edges of the hips and the back of the hamstrings as we're just pedaling through the feet in kind of a modified Tadasana mountain pose here. Take a couple more movements each side. Allow this to feel kind of juicy. You can even let that upper body move in. Last, pedal each side. And then slowly allow your body to stack, your spine to stack. For you to roll yourself all the way up to the top, roll your shoulders down your back. Good, from here we'll reach our hands all the way up towards the sky, draw the rib cage in. And then as you exhale, can we fold our body back down towards the ground? As you inhale, take a halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins as a supple bend into your knees. And then as you exhale, your body falls over the thighs again. The right foot is going to step toward the back of your mat and your right knee is going to drop down towards the ground. From here, begin to sweep your arms up, biceps beside the ears. If this is too narrow for you, just take the hands a little wider. Keep the back toe tucked for extra balance or untuck it if you want to challenge yourself a little bit there for a moment. Reach the fingertips to the sky. And then you're going to cup opposite elbows with the hands. Your forearms are behind your head. And I want you to just gently press your head into your arms. So you're opening up through the front of the chest there. Breathe. Close your eyes maybe. Draw your pelvis under. So you're stretching through the front of your right hip flexor as well. Take one more breath. As you exhale, release those hands through a cactus. Connect them down to the ground. And then maybe slowly begin to peel that left leg a little or a lot straight as your body folds over your left shin. From here, come all the way back forward into your lunge. You can connect your hands or stay on fingertips for more space. Lift your right knee off the ground. Step your left leg back to a downward facing dog. Take a little pedal through the feet. So we're moving nice and slowly this evening. So we can really work on that connection to our breath, connection to our somatic experience of moving our body, being with our bodies. Heel comes towards your left bottom cheek. Press down through your right hand so your ribs stay neutral down towards the mat. Again, this left leg can be a little bent if you need. Take another breath. And then slowly come onto the ball of your left foot as you curl your right knee in towards your nose. Your shoulders shift over your wrist. And see if you can place your right foot or scooch your right foot all the way through in between your hands. Left knee this time drops down. Good. Lift up, find your low lunge. Don't dump all the way into your lunge. Come out a little bit and draw your tailbone down towards the ground. So it's kind of like your pelvis, just like you did in your Sphinx, is drawing a circle going all the way down and then zipping up. Good. Interlace opposite elbows again. Get the head connected and find that shine through the chest. Shoulder blades are drawing together at the back. Breathe. You can close your eyes. Active left glute squeeze. One more breath. Release your hands, cactusing all the way down towards the ground. And then slowly begin to peel your right toes off the ground as you find a half Hanumanasana as you fold over your right leg, a little or a lot. Breathe. Slowly find your lunge back to the top of your mat. Lift your left knee off the ground. We're going to retract to the top of our mat. So straighten your right leg, bend your left, and then step forward. Left leg meets right. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. As you inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. As you exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart space. Close your eyes. Notice the beat of your heart underneath your hands. Can you focus on regulating this breath? Can you focus on your nostril breathing so we can keep our heart rate steady? Release the hands, sweep them back towards the sky. Draw the rib cage in. As you exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold over those legs. Picking up the left foot this time, sending it to the back of the mat, dropping the left knee down. We're going to modify with the arms now. Reach the hands up towards the sky. Rather than interlacing, I want you to find a cactus. So shine your heart, peel your shoulder blades together. Good. And then inhale, reach your hands back up towards the sky. This time we're going to see if we don't have to use our hands as we straighten out through the right leg a little or a lot. You're like arrow heading your arms back. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, bend back into that right knee. You've got two more like that. Find that arrowhead. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Good. Last one. Find that controlled extension of the right leg. A knee can be completely bent if the hamstrings are still feeling funky. And then inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Keep squeezing through that left glute as your hands connect down towards the ground. Left knee lifts. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Pedal out through those feet. Walk them in so that they're connected at the back of your mat. Slowly with control, like you're moving through resistance, your left leg finds the sky. Peel open through your left hip and bend through your left knee. Left hand connects, left heel towards right butt cheek. Breathe. Find the ball of your right foot, curl your left knee in towards your nose as you shift your weight forward. Slowly step or give yourself a hand getting your left foot through. Drop your right knee down. Good, inhale, find your Anjaneyasana low lunge. Again, not dumping too much into it, but drawing the pelvis forward and down in space. Breathe. Exhale to your cactus as you shine your heart here. Inhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky and then folding over that left leg. It's more easy if your back toe is tucked, harder if the toe is untucked. Inhale sweeps you back forward to your lunge. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Imagine your left heel and right knee drawing toward one another. Inhale, find your lunge. Good, one more time, find that fold with control, straightening through the left leg. And then as you inhale, reach your hands back up towards the sky. Slowly let the hands cactus down either side of that left foot, lift your right knee off the ground. And then slowly retract, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, step to the top of your mat. Good, inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over those legs. As you inhale, sweep your hands to the sky. As you exhale, Samasthiti, close the eyes. Feel the hands at the heart. Has the beat changed? If you allow yourself to focus on the breath, the elongation of your inhale and your exhale, you'll be able to guide yourself through this experience without stressing the body too much. Take one more breath here. Maybe let the air fall out of your mouth. Let go. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, reverse swan dive to the ground. Inhale, take a halfway lift, fingertips to shins or fingertips to the earth. Exhale, fold over your legs. We're just going to step straight back into a downward facing dog here. For my more advanced yogis, if there's any additional flows and things you want to add on to your practice, please do, but keep in mind, this is about feeling good, not killing yourself today. So bring your feet in together at the back of your mat. Like you're moving against a resistance, the right leg comes towards the sky. The right knee begins to curl in towards the nose as the shoulders shift over the wrists. And then slowly, the right foot steps in between the hands. The back knee stays lifted this time as you slowly reach your hands up towards the sky. You're in your high lunge, crescent lunge here, and I want you to take a little bend through that back knee. Now, if you feel super unsteady, just walk that right foot a little wider so that your base has a wider berth. Again, roll the pinkies in so you're active through the arms. Take the hands wider if it feels too strong here. Take an inhale breath. Your exhale, find a cactus, shine the heart forward. As you inhale, reach the hands back up. And then slowly peel to a warrior as you lower your left heel down towards the ground. Right knee stacked over the right ankle, and your heel is in line with your back arch. So check your feet. Your back foot's on about a 45-degree angle pointing in. You don't have to go all the way down. We don't want this. Staying here in a strong warrior, gazing over the right fingertips. Reach yourself a little further forward, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, sweep your right hand over your left hand across your belly. As you inhale, come all the way back to your warrior two. Slowly place your right elbow to your right thigh and reach your left arm over into your side angle pose. You can bring that arm all the way over the ear. Again, roll that left pinky down in space. Keep grounding through that left foot, picking up the inner arch. And then slowly reach the left fingertips up and back to find your warrior two position again. A little tricky shuffle of the feet. Turn your left toes out, turn your right toes in. We find warrior two to the back of our mat. Reach your fingers forward. Right hand back. Good. Your hands are going to come through space. They're going to come like this. And you're going to find a Skandasana. So point your right toes out. You're going to bend into your right knee. Hands are going to come to your heart. If that's too much for you, please just find a high Skandasana with your feet parallel, your butt sweeping out and your hands reaching forward. But otherwise, you're down in your low Skandasana at the top of your mat. From here, come all the way back to low lunge at the top. Step back, find your downward facing dog. Take a little pedal. Slowly roll yourself forward into your plank. Bend your knees, wash it back like an ocean wave. Two more like that, ripple it forward. Articulate through your spine. Bend your knees, wash it back. One more time, ripple forward. Tuck the tail, shoulders over the wrist. Bend your knees. Find your downward facing dog. Bring your feet in together at the back. As you inhale, left leg sky. Knee curls in towards the nose, ball of the right foot, shift your weight forward. Quietly step the left foot in between the hands. As you inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, slight bend into the right knee there. Breathe, inhale. As you exhale, shine the heart, cactus the arms, shoulder blades draw together. Inhale, reach the hands back up towards the sky. Exhale, peel the right heel down, warrior two position. Knee stacked over ankle, heel to arch alignment. Gaze out the middle finger of your left hand. Torso stacked over your hips. Flip your palm to reverse your warrior. Right hand sweeps across the belly, making space through the left side body. Find your warrior two again. Bring your elbow to your knee. Right hand sweeps over the ear. Roll your right pinky down. Breathe. And draw the left shoulder away from the left ear. Don't collapse. And then as you inhale, reach the right fingertips up. Find your warrior two. Find a shuffle through your feet. Turn your left toes in, right toes to the back of the mat. Warrior two. And then with control, you rotate the left toes back out towards the top right corner of your mat, left corner of your mat, and you find your Skandasana. Again, high, for those that can't get all the way down, is totally fine. Otherwise, we're down in our low Skandasana. The heel can also be off if you need more access there. Take a breath. Find your low lunge to the top of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, walk them as wide as your mat. Rotate your fingers out so that your index fingers are all pointing to the outer edges of your mat. Bend your knees and press your heart back towards your thighs. And then keeping your feet where they are, begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Sink down into a Malasana squat at the back of your mat. Turn your toes out, bring your elbows to the inside edges of your thighs. Press your palms together at heart center. And I want you to feel your bottom wrap down and underneath you. Again, it's a circular motion, tailbone trying to move through and then up. Make sure you're not rolling down through the inside edges of your feet. If you need something underneath your heels, that's okay. Or if you're not quite on the ground, that's okay with the heels as well. Imagine there's a hand on top of your head and you're trying to lengthen your spine by pressing your head into your hand. And then just close your eyes and breathe. If you need to be higher in your yogi squat, if you want to sit on your pillow, all great options. This is amazing for the hips, the lower back, the ankle mobility, knees. The narrower your feet, or the more parallel your feet, the more challenging. Take 3 more breaths here. Imagine you're not dumping into your seat, but almost like you're about to stand up and lift yourself out of it. Take your last breath. And as you exhale, hands to the ground, point the toes forward, hang over the thighs. As you inhale, begin to stack the spine all the way up to stand. Reach your hands all the way up. Samasthiti at the back of your mat, hands to heart space. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, dissolve body to earth. Walk yourself forward, finding your downward facing dog. Feet hip width distance again. We're going to move through that flow one more time and we're going to add on just a little bit. Feet coming together at the back of your mat. Right leg finds the sky. Right knee curls in towards your nose. Try and close the gap between your thigh and your rib cage as you create space in the upper back to step the right foot all the way through. Your inhale breath lifts you up to your crescent lunge. Your exhale breath cactuses as you peel open through your heart. Shoulders are away from your ears. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, left hand sweeps over the belly. Come all the way back to your warrior 2. Bring your right elbow to the right knee, sweep the left hand over the ear. Good, this time straight to Skandasana at the back of your mat, little shift of the feet. Again, you can be high here. With or without hands, you're going to stay low and come all the way to the top of your mat to your Skandasana. Again, you can be high. Come to the back of your mat, high would look like this. Come to the top of your mat, high would look like this. Everybody swivel back all the way to the top of your mat. And from here, we're taking a warrior 3. So keep your hands connected towards the ground. Fingertips are fine. You can bend into your right knee if you need. Your left hip's rolling down in space. Breathe. Bring your hands to heart space if you're ready to balance. For 3. For 2. For 1. Bending through that right knee, dropping the left foot all the way down. Step back, find your downward facing dog, right leg to the back of your mat. 3 ocean waves, ripple it forward. Press it back, knees bend, shift your hips up. Roll it forward. Bend the knees, lift the butt towards the sky. One more time, ripple it forward. Bend the knees, shift back in space. Downward facing dog, grounding down through the index finger and the thumb. Feet are in together. Left leg, let it press up towards the sky. Left knee curls in towards the nose. Spread the shoulders like you did in your cat stretch. Drop the foot between the hands. Inhale, sweep up, find your crescent lunge. As you exhale, cactus through those arms. As you inhale, reach your hands back up towards the sky. Exhale, find your warrior two. Peel the arms open, watch those feet. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior, right hand across belly. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. And draw the left forearm, elbow to the left thigh, sweep the right fingers and hand, arm over the right ear. As you inhale, reach the right fingertips up, warrior two. Shift the right toes out to the left top corner of the back of your mat and find your Skandasana. Breathe. You can choose whether you have hands or no hands. Stay as low as you can to make yourself to the top of your mat. Remembering you can still be high here. Come back to the back of your mat. Watch that right knee and rolling in. Press the outer blade of your right foot. Come back to the top of your mat as you transition to your lunge at the top. And then we step all the way back. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Slowly, we're going to ripple ourselves forward to our plank. And then we're lowering our body all the way down. You can drop to your knees, finding your belly to the ground. Untuck your toes. Bring the fingertips back out. Point the elbows back up. Let's see how these spinal rolls feel now. Lifting up. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, melt it down. One more time, lift it up. Exhale, connect belly down to the ground. Good. Bring your hands back so that you're in your seal position. I just want you to lift up onto the right hand and pick up your left hand and slide it underneath. So you're rolling onto this left shoulder, and then you're going to walk your right hand back down. Forward, and then you're going to lower your right chest onto your left arm. So this is a nice stretch through that left shoulder, and also reaching through the right fingertips creates some space, forehead down towards the ground, as we begin to move more into our restorative practice here. If you feel more comfortable, you can even rest your forehead on your right hand rather than extending the right arm. Let the left fingertips curl in. Just feel this softening through the body. You have 5 more breaths here. Again, you should be able to feel your heart. Can you regulate your breath? Can you allow the exhale breath to be double the length of your inhale? Take your last breath. Slowly extend that right hand. If it's not, press up so that you can let the left hand slide out. Press up with the left hand. Pick your right hand up. Slide it through underneath. Roll back onto the right shoulder. Walk the left fingertips forward as you roll the left shoulder down. Or maybe bring the forehead onto the left front of your hand. should be feeling this stretch all the way through this right shoulder, maybe even into the trap, maybe even through the tricep area of the right arm, depending on what you've been up to in your stay-at-home quarantine time. Let the right fingers curl in, relax them. Focus on your exhale breath. Last breath here. So they begin to press back into the left hand. So you can slowly draw the right hand out and then roll your body all the way down towards the ground. From here, I want you to take your left hand out to a T shape and come back onto your right finger pads with your elbow pointing up towards the sky. You're going to lift your right leg off the ground and then slowly begin to roll onto that left shoulder and connect maybe your right foot to the ground as your head connects back down, and we get this really nice shoulder opener through the left shoulder head. For those that want a little more, you might like to lift the right hand off the ground, click it a couple of times towards the back, and then maybe find the palm, the front of the hand into the sacral area. Roll your right shoulder back and keep rolling further onto the left shoulder head. Breathe. Relax your left toes. You've got about 7 more slow, sweet breaths here. Should feel really nice to open these shoulders. We've done a lot of heart shoulder opening today, so we should feel quite open through the heart space, quite connected to ourselves. 3 more breaths. Slowly beginning to roll yourself back down onto your chest. Good, just swapping it over. Right hand comes out towards the right, left finger pads. Point your left elbow up towards the sky. Pick your left foot, leg up, roll onto the right shoulder. Left foot connects to the ground behind the right leg. Option to pick the left fingertips up. Draw the front of the hand into the sacral area as you roll your left shoulder head open. Roll more onto the outer edge of the right shoulder. Relax the right leg. Five more breaths. When you're ready, reaching the left hand back around to guide your belly all the way down towards the ground. Good. You're just going to slide all the way over onto your back so you can stay with your head to the top of your mat. I'm just going to turn my light on so you can see me better. Maybe 2 breaths. So we've come onto our backs now. I'll face this way so that you can still see me easily. And you're going to bring your feet so that you can maybe brush your fingertips with your against your heels. Now if you are very long-legged, you probably don't need your feet that close. So just notice how it feels when we begin to roll up and open through the front of our hips a little here through some rolling bridges. So let the lower back press into the ground as you press into your feet and sort of lift your pelvis off the ground. Your knees are pointing directly up towards the sky. Your hip bones are directly up towards the sky. Exhale to lower yourself all the way back down. Let your hips rock forward a little. And then allow the lower back to press in again and lift your hips up. Slowly let the hips lower all the way down. We'll take one more time like that and we'll stay up into our bridge. One last little heart opener here. We'll interlace our shoulders underneath our hands underneath our back. Palms are together. You're again on the outer edges of these shoulders. You can then feel this ability to press your chest more towards your head, like you're lifting yourself up. Feet are grounding down. Hips are still neutral. Squeeze your glutes so you're not hurting your lower back. Take 3 more breaths. And then slowly, after you've taken that final breath, you have to release the hands to roll, articulate upper, middle, lower spine. Take the feet wide, knock the knees together, eyes are closed, bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Just close your eyes for a moment. Keep regulating the breath. Just doing a DJ change. From here, stay as you are. You're just going to let the knees fall over towards the right hand side as you take a little windscreen wiper. Let the legs open. And then rolling the opposite knee down. Peeling the top knee up, and we're just moving side to side through these motions. Maybe you get a few little clicks, cracks through the spine. Let's go one more time each side. Next time our knees are to our right, can we keep them there? Can we gently pick our right heel up maybe and gently rest it on top of our left thigh? So we have a bit of an anchor drawing the left knee down towards the ground, and then we can experience this nice outer edge of the hip stretch. Lose any tension in the body. And take 3 more breaths. Noticing again the pace of your heart should have really slowed now. Slowly release the heel from the thigh and gently move the legs over towards the left, knees towards the left. Pick up the left foot this time, hook it on top of the right thigh. Optional, you do not have to do this. It's a little bit of an extra stretch for the hips. Let the left heel slide off. Let the knees come back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe take some nice little rocks around the lumbar spine. And then slowly change the motion of your circles. If there's any last movements that you feel like you need before you lay your body down onto your mat. And for those of you that might like to place a pillow underneath your knees, it can feel really nice for your lower back, a bit of support there. So as you lay down in your Shavasana, can you feel the whole length of your body connected to the earth? Can you, from the back of your head, down your spine, your hips, your legs, allow everything to lose any form of tension, any resistance to just being and surrendering and softening into your Shavasana. Palms are gently turned up towards the sky. Your toes are gently splayed out towards the side. The eyelids are softly closed as the jaw relaxes. Maybe swallow here. Maybe you need to let a little air or a lot of air out of your mouth so you can feel this release, this sigh. The back of the heart dissolves towards the earth. Draw your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Notice the volume of space between your eyebrows. Draw your awareness to your nostrils. Notice the space inside your nostrils. The volume of space, the circumference. Draw your awareness to the space between your ears. Notice the volume of space between your ears. Notice the space between your shoulders. This volume of space between your shoulders. Notice the volume of space between your hips. Notice the space between your knees. A volume of space between your knees. Notice the volume of space between your ankles. Space between your toes. And then begin to notice your body in relation to the space within the room around you. And then notice your body within the space beyond the four corners of your room or your home or your yard. Notice yourself in space. Imagine your body floating through space. Feel your body buoyant. Feel your body floating. And feel your body passing beaming lights, stars that shine through and around your entire body. Feel how special you are to be here in space, in time. Feel the presence of your spiritual self, the spirit within you. Feel the presence of your emotional self, the feeling, loving, nurturing human you are. And feel the presence of your physical self, this body, these limbs, this brain that helps carry us, walks us through this life. May we feel a deep sense of gratitude and compassion and love for ourselves. May we feel here in this moment so present and so deeply connected to ourselves. Where nothing else matters but being here, right now, in this very moment. This is the true practice of yoga, the practice of presence, coming together to be here. With soft, compassionate and gentle movements, you'll begin to breathe some life and some movement into the physical body. You'll feel the chest rise and fall. You'll feel the subtle breath coming out your nose to the top of your lip. Or maybe the coolness of the breath as you open your mouth and slightly breathe in. And let the air fall out. And gently beginning to Work your way to your side, just slowly. And taking a moment just to linger there before you make your way all the way up to your seat. May you draw your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra as a sign of gratitude for our practice. We draw our hands together and we connect into our heart space. Begin to bow your head towards your heart. As you remind yourself how important you are, how loved you are. Give yourself a little smile, a big hug. Tell yourself that you love yourself and tell all those around you that you love them too. May we stay connected in a time of feeling a little more disconnected than usual. May we remember to always reach out and ask for the help and love from others that we need. And remember to always give love and compassion to ourselves. Thank you so much for sharing this first practice, this live practice on my Instagram together. It's a really special way to share with all of you, and I look forward to doing it again soon. Namaste.